I'm sorry, but I can't do it anymore. I can't watch another game of Pro Gecko be this bad again and again and again. The culprit this time is T1. And they're playing Gecko here on Bind. And I'm not lying to you. I don't think Carpe picked up one of his abilities at any point during this game. Not one. And the thing is, it starts well enough. Let's take a look at round number 3, shall we? Where it starts good enough. They're on the attacking side. They're gonna come to showers here. They send in the Sky Flash. It's quite nice, and then they do this, right? Oh, the Gecko Flash with the Sky Flash. Oh, you tried to shoot this, and then we Sky Flashed you. Haha, you're blind. And now we're gonna swing. And now look at us. We got this kill. That's cool. Oh, we're on a bonus. We got these kills. Let's go. Let's go. Great usage of the Gecko, pairing it with the Sky Flash. All really great stuff. But then, as we come forward further into the round, they then do something not so great, right? And this is a common theme amongst Gecko players as well. We just send Wingman in to die. We have no control here. We have all come down showers, and now we're starting to kind of come back this way. But we have no control of any of this area, right? We got no idea what's going on back here, really, at all. So we've just sent the Wingman in to die, and just sent the Wingman to go and plant, and now we have to go on a spike retrieval mission. And this has been a common theme amongst Gecko teams as well, that they just send Wingman in to plant the spike when they just do not have sufficient control of whether that spike will actually go down or not. But now let's skip ahead to round number 6, which is a great one, because this round's going to go on for a while, and what I want you to take notice of is just how good Carpe's Gecko utility usage is in this one.
The Blade Storm, so does Kong Kong. Kong Kong with the op, could opt to pop his blades if needed, but T1 so disciplined there, the comms and the coordination so good on that round for them. So you can see that this roster is already looking pretty good going up against the likes of a team as good as EDG, as we know EDG is so strong.
Shu moving up, getting himself in a very forward position. Execute it, waiting to go on the push, and he's checking for it. The double swing finds the kill, but the up from Kong Kong comes into play. Izu going to be struck down. Looks for another. That's going to send extra packing, but now Carpe in a rough position. Not sure if the op is relocated. He's just sat here in hookah. Haldong close in the corner. The swing comes in, managing to get one before falling. Sion player swinging out from showers, takes out Smoggy, and Carpe on that linger does find Kong Kong as he tries to rotate around. Now it's nobody. Here in the 1v2, he manages to get one. The spike's down. He knows where it's at. He knew that Carpe was still back in hookah. Flash goes out. Full flash does connect, and Carpe not ready for him over at Lamps.
And so yes, you probably caught it there, that they didn't use a single Gecko ability that entire round, that lasted all the way to just 20 seconds left. And the thing is, you might say, oh, well, there wasn't a good chance to use the utility, surely. Well, no, this is a prime chance to use Gecko's utility, because we're going to Skydog in here and come and take hookah. And why would you not use your Gecko utility here, right? If there is someone in here, then if you use your utility, it's going to be hard for them to shoot both the Skydog and your Wingman or Flash or whatever, or both, right? It's going to be really hard for them to do that. Or if there's no one in here and you can just take this space, you can just pick up the ability again and you haven't lost anything and you'll have it back in 10 seconds, right? So either way, there's literally nothing to lose by using your Gecko utility here, and potentially a free kill to gain. But no, we don't use any utility, and instead we're going to insert our Gecko into hookah instead. Now, here's the thing about inserting a Gecko into hookah. You're going to see in just a second. Basically, Carpe is just going to sit here for a very long time. Inserting people is good. Just generally, it's a good thing to do. The thing is, if you can help it, and you might say that this is one of those times that, you know, they couldn't help it, but if you can help it, you don't want to insert a Gecko, right? Because you don't want a Gecko just sitting there doing nothing, right? Just sitting there not using their utility. And in this instance, Carpe actually gets a kill. You can see they're on Kang Kang, and they end up in the 2v1. But the thing is, for me, they did this multiple times, where they're inserting Carpe into a certain position, and then he's just sitting there idly not doing anything, right? Ideally, you know, and again, you're not going to be able to help this all of the time, but ideally you want to send agents in there who, you know, can either use their utility across the map, or ones that you don't really necessarily need at that moment in time. Okay, now round number 9, and this one pains me. This one really pains me. Let me show you why. So we're going to get a Viper's Pit here from EDG towards long, right? And you can see we got a lot of players here coming out for T1 here, right? And you've got this Viper's Pit here, right? And what they're going to do is, you know, they really think about going into this pit. They send the dog in there, and just for a second, you can kind of see it right now. Carpe looks like he's going to send this flash in, okay? And so you're thinking, oh, you know, they're coming after this Viper. This Viper is in trouble. But then for whatever reason, they decide not to. Right, they decide to back off instead. They don't like it. The thing is, they do have a Gecko ult here, and they have a Sky ult, and they just sent the Skydog in, and you could have also sent in the Gecko stuff. My point here being, and they're going to stick here, right? They don't really know what to do. They're actually going to come back and almost again start thinking about trying to take this Viper's Pit. The thing is, Gecko is designed to do stuff like this. This is like prime Gecko stuff, right? Where this Viper is, you know, kind of maybe a bit of ahead of the game or whatever. So if we can kill this Viper, and you see we send the mosh pit in there as well. Ult, my friend, ult right now. Send in an ult. Send the Seekers and the send in both the Seekers and the Gecko ult, and this Viper is so dead. So dead. And then you can pick up your ult very safely and use it again later on the round, right? It's perfect. It's literally the perfect opportunity to do it. Instead, they just sit here and fire bullets. Instead, they just sit here and just spam, right? And don't even hit Choo-Choo at all, right? And then, so now we've wasted all this time. We basically wasted a minute of a round just sitting in here looking at this Viper's Pit like, what are we going to do? Even though we have the perfect tools to try and rat this Viper out and actually kill this Viper. And you know that once you've got a settled Viper's Pit, you pretty much know that there's going to be 3 people on the other side of the map. We're now running out of time. We have to get there, and then we have to take the site. But of course, the Valorant gods want to spite me and decide that T1 are going to win this round anyway.
Put it there with the Molly, but Chichu just unwavering. Keeps still, doesn't get clipped by any of those bullets, and now because of this, T1 starting to get ushered over towards the A site where there's 3 players waiting for them.
Including the operator of Kong Kong.
30
Not
seconds
going
left.
to be easy.
He's in such a forward position here. Does still have the dash, didn't pop that one early. Thrash now is going to be unleashed. Flash goes in, but does not go his way. Aldong trying to hold the line, managing to find one before getting dropped. Extra picking up the kill. Off from Kong Kong, finds another. Goes up into the air, gets a headshot with the knives! The plant coming through. Can they interrupt it? Flash comes in. They do so, but now they have to stick the plant. Rossi trying to protect. He manages to do so. Spike gets planted. Up, recovered. Both players so very low. And it all comes down to Chichu as he swings the corner. Carpe gets the headshot. My God, what a recovery. T1 somehow win the round.
And now that Gecko has been buffed, you're more likely to see more Gecko as well. Not that it'll matter to T1, because obviously with the buff to how quickly you can pick up the abilities here, T1 never actually did that, so it doesn't matter to them. But it might matter to you, right? And let's say we're defaulting out towards Belong. What does a good Gecko round, to me, look like? Well, it might look something like this. We might start off running up here and sending a flash out like so. The reason you send out this flash is because you want to know, are these people actually pushing down low? That's all really that flash is going to tell you, right? And if multiple people shoot at it, or if it hits multiple people with flashes or whatever, you kind of know like, okay, they are pushing, be safe, right? But if no one is there and no one shoots it or whatever, you can come and pick it up in a nice safe spot. You then might wait 10 seconds and do something like this, where you send the wingman out this way to clear that corner, and then send a Dizzy out there as well, right? That's just going to check all of these close angles for you, and it's going to land there. You might send this up with a Skydog as well, right? And make it hard for these people and push them back off this angle. Then, again, look, we're in nice, safe positions. Once we come and take in this space, this is a nice, safe position to come and pick up this utility. And then you might go and take another space of the map if you want to, or you might just exec onto the site from this point, right? And you might just send in a flash over the top. You might just send wingman in to come and clear some of these close corners out, and from there you can then go and take the site, right? And already I've used these abilities multiple times. I might come back and pick them up again for the post-ban if I want to, but already we've got way more value in one round than T1 ever did with this agent. And now I'm just going to show you round number 12, and you can tell that the mastery of Gecko from pretty much every single pro player is just not there, because they make decisions like this.
Back up, full HP. You can see them, they're waiting for this teleporter to be taken. They're starting to drift back. In the meantime, nobody though gets himself swung out wide. Pushing through, Hookah finds the kill. Chichu will also get Isu. Now, we'll have to commit in towards the B side, but Kong Kong arrives, re-arrives I should say, and instantly claims the kill. Spike now on the floor. Nobody, just behind Carpe here. Ends a flash behind. Carpus is okay. I heard that, and now I know where you are. Wingman to be sent for the plant, but this is interruptible, and it will be. As they swing around, Kong on the line, gets Carpe, and Smoggy will...
What are you doing? What are you doing? Like, you know this Skye is here. You just sent out this flash. Like, you heard this flash, right? You know that the Skye... Okay, the Skye's in hooker. Carpe's looking towards it. So why are you sending Wingman out here? Wingman, remember, he makes a sound when he's running with the spike. He's going blah, 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 as he's running, right? And then the spike is going down. So you know it's the Wingman planting the spike. And you know the Skye is in hooker. Like, and meanwhile, you're not defending that. You're just pushing elbow in the meantime. What else do you expect other than Wingman to die here and the spike to just be out in the open that now you have to retrieve? How was this ever going to work? And then just quickly onto the defensive side. And look, Gecko is harder to use on the defensive side. I very much accept that. So I wasn't really expecting that much from them either. But they actually did put a nice round together.
Hitting clearly enough.
Good point, yeah.
Could be the opportunity to go ahead and slow things down. Still looking to hold forward. Is he going to be going through? And that Trailblazer still managing to find a daze. Wingman going to be cleared out. Rossi full flash. Carpe, however, back over at Showers. The action has unfolded. Kong and Smoggy have both now died. I think them coming through. Carpe rather still swinging out and some time to how long. But
and this is actually quite a nice round. And I think this is how Gecko, you should be thinking about Gecko on the defensive side, is using, you know, kind of going for these more proactive plays. Like here, they're going to go for a shower crunch in just a second. So we're going to use Gecko utility on this side. We're going to Skydog out this way, send the Viper through the TP, right? This is the kind of stuff that you want to be doing. And, you know, maybe the timing isn't perfect here. We probably send out that Dizzy a little too early before the Skye has come through the TP with the dog. But it's not the end of the world, right? And we send out the Wingman instead. And all is fine, right? And then eventually what you'll see here is, you know, these guys end up getting pushed into then the Gecko and the Brim. We crunch on them. It's quite nice in terms of what we're actually doing there. And then we win this trade, get this trade as well. We end up in a 4v2. It's quite nice idea here in round number 16. But then I'm going to show you round number 21, where we get into a similar sort of situation, but again, don't use any utility. And again, the Valorant gods, to spite me, have decided that Carpe will get rewarded with the kill.
Gonna find an opportunity to use it here, but what is it going to be? So far, a lot of it's been used to set up other players, buy some space. Flash going to push back Izu just a little bit.
oh, Carpe,
Oh, God. Carpe.
right on the edge of the smoke.
Oh, boy.
Gun barrel not showing. If he goes a little bit further. Oh, it will, but Chichu not quite ready for it. Cannot find the kill. Orbital strike now going to be invested. Carpe collects the kill.
And so I'm just sick of it. I can't watch another Gecko player play like this. It's driving me absolutely insane. And with the Gecko buffs, we probably will be seeing more of this, to be honest. But the thing is, if you want to go for these flash combos with a flash that you need to turn and a flash that you have to shoot, so you can't do both, so you're gonna be flashed, they would have been better off playing Reyna. I mean this 100%. They would have found more value from playing Reyna in this game. And you know it's bad when I'm saying that they would be better off playing Reyna. You know that means that there is big problems here.